Welcome back to Just a Step with Fola. So, the last time we talked about some subtle signs that you might be people pleasing, and so many of you could relate to these signs. But recognizing these signs is just one step. The real challenge is setting boundaries. That is why in today's video, I'll be talking about one of the hardest parts of boundary setting in Nigeria: how to say no without being rude or feeling guilty. But before we dive in, I just want to say a very big thank you to everyone who has already subscribed. Your support really means a lot to me. And if this is your first time here, you are very welcome. This channel is all about self-love, self-improvement, and every other thing in between, like learning to set boundaries. So please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Alright, let's jump in. The first way to say no without being rude or feeling guilty is using respectful politeness. Yes, respectful politeness. Respect is huge in our culture, especially with older ones. Let's say your aunt insists you cook for the whole family during a festive period. Instead of bluntly saying, I can't, you can soften it by saying, I really appreciate you thinking of me, but I won't be able to handle it this year. Maybe I can contribute in another way. In this way, you show respect, but still protect your boundary. The second way to say no without being rude and feeling guilty is to offer an alternative. Alternative helps reduce tension. A colleague asks you to cover their shift. Instead of saying no directly, you could offer an alternative by saying, I can't stay today, but I'm available on Friday if you still need help. In this way, you keep the relationship, but set limits. The third trick that really works is blame your schedule. Yes, blaming your schedule. Shift the blame away from yourself and alter your schedule. And how do you do this? Okay, let's say a workmate invites you to help out at a weekend project, but you already need that weekend to rest and recharge. So instead of saying a flat no, you can say, I would have loved to help, but my weekend is already fully booked. How about another time? This way, you avoid offending them while still protecting your time. The fourth way of saying no without being rude or feeling guilty is delaying your response. Yes, delay your response. People pleasers often say yes too quickly, then regret it later. The trick is buy time before answering. If a friend tells you to lend him 10k right away, instead of rushing to reply, you can simply say, let me check my budget and get back to you. This way you have time to decide instead of agreeing under pressure. The last point for today is practice short, simple no's. Over-explaining makes you look guilty. Nigerians respect confidence. For example, someone says, you must join our wedding committee. The wrong response would be, I would love to, but money is tight and I have this and I have that. The right response instead would be, I really appreciate it, but I won't be able to commit. In that way, your response is short, kind, and final. Saying no in Nigeria is tough, I know. But remember, every yes you give others is a no you might be giving yourself. And protecting your peace doesn't make you selfish. It doesn't. It makes you wise. So start small this week. Say no once respectfully. You will see the world won't end and your confidence will grow. And let me know in the comment section one way you have said no respectfully without feeling guilty. I'd love to hear your tips. Remember, every big change starts with just a step. to take that step.